So MRSSTIX, she just went and she made a tweet that stated, do you ever just stare at all your games and have literally no desire to play any of them? And man, I felt that. Like, I am not even kidding. I sat here for a minute and I thought to myself, I have a quite an elaborate library of MMOs, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do too. But at the same time, like, I have spare time to play video games. I just never really find myself logging into any. I mean, I thoroughly enjoy Final Fantasy XIV. I thoroughly enjoy World of Warcraft. I have a lot of fun in Guild Wars 2. I've had some fun in the Elder Scrolls Online. Like, there are plenty of MMOs out there that I have had a lot of fun in. But at the same time, at the end of the day, when I am done with all of my work, I sit here, I open Steam, I look at my desktop, I see all these different MMOs that I have either downloaded, that I have installed, that I am paying an active subscription or for a VIP membership for, and I contemplate playing them, and then I just end up not. And I've come to realize, as you no doubt noticed from the title of the video, I'm just not really having much fun in MMOs right now. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going to when Endwalker's expansion comes out in November, because I'm very excited to play that. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna have fun in Lost Ark or Allion or Swords of Legend Online or anything like that. But at this very moment, I've hit a point where I'm just not really enjoying any of the MMOs that I'm playing. And that doesn't mean that the MMOs that are currently available are inherently bad. It's just that I'm not really sure if I've like grown out of the MMOs, or rather they're just not really offering anything that can keep my attention long term. Or maybe they're all just so similar to one another that I just feel like I'm playing the same thing every time I try a new game. What do you guys think? Like, I want you to pause this video for a moment. I want you to go down into the comment section below, and I want you to tell me if you are genuinely having as much fun playing MMOs as you did a year ago, or 3 years ago, 5 years ago. If you are, I want you to tell me what you're doing to have fun, and if you're not, I want you to tell me what your reasoning behind that is. This isn't a negative video. This isn't a video attacking the MMO genre. It's not a video making the claim that the genre is dying or that the genre is growing stagnant or any BS like that. It's just, again, MRSSTIX made a tweet and it just made me think, because I have been hard at work. I mean, I do 7 videos per week for the main channel, stream 3 days per week over on Twitch, and then also have the MMOByte mobile channel that I work on. So I do a lot of work. I know that there are people out there that think that YouTube isn't a real job, but when you invest as many hours into your channels, your platforms as I do, then yeah, it kind of feels like a real job. And the time I get to enjoy my hobbies, to consume content in any other form, I surprisingly do not really spend in MMOs. I have not played an MMO full time since probably the beginning. No, probably it's been approximately a year since I dedicated myself full time to an MMO. Like, I have an MMO channel and I play MMOs. I pour in, I don't know, 30 hours or more recording MMO footage so I can use that footage for dedicated videos. Maybe you know what? Maybe that is the cause for me not enjoying MMOs right now. Maybe it's because I'm burning myself out, forcing myself to play through older games, generic games, repetitious games that I just genuinely do not really have fun in. I waste so much of my time in these games that when I finally find that moment in the day when I can go do something fun, playing an MMO is probably the furthest thing from my mind from what I actually want to do. Like, I have a love for this genre. I've been playing MMOs for probably like 18 years by this point, and I do not see myself ever quitting the MMO genre. And this video isn't here to kind of allude to me not playing MMOs or to me burning out and eventually quitting the genre. This video is, again, just here because I feel like I personally am not having as much fun playing MMOs, and I'm curious if you're all feeling that as well. We have plenty of MMOs that are slated to come out. PSO2 New Genesis just launched a little over a month ago. Swords of Legends Online rolls out on the 9th. We have Lost Ark, we have New World, we have Elion, we have Blue Protocol and Ashes of Creation upcoming, Arc Age 2, we have tons of new anime MMOs, cross-platform MMOs, even mobile MMOs for those of you that are interested in mobile MMOs. But I'm genuinely excited for pretty much every MMO that I cover, and I'm excited for games in general. I just feel like when presented with the opportunity to play an MMO, I end up going for something different. I end up either booting up Overwatch and playing competitive, which frustrates me to no end, or I opt to go play a single player game, a new JRPG, or even an FPS game that I haven't played before. There are tons of new games in general that are coming out, games with amazing stories, games with amazing gameplay, with amazing graphics, and at the end of the day, I feel like I would much rather, I don't know, invest a week or two into a brand new RPG than invest that same week or two into regrinding the same content over and over, because I just don't really feel interested in that. And I feel like even when Endwalker comes around, I'm going to grind through that, I'm going to play all of it, I'm going to complete everything and accomplish everything, but I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I don't really enjoy grinding or repetitiously grinding the same content every week. I used to be a mythic raider in WoW back when I was in my early 20s, and I would never dedicate time full-time like that to an MMO ever again. Now, I genuinely hope that there is an MMO that is released that can keep my attention long-term, but I know that MMOs they're a very specific type of game. They really are. You level through it, you hit endgame, and then the purpose of endgame is to keep you logging in either daily or weekly to run the same dungeons, run the same raids, or the same instances over and over. And that'll keep my attention in the short term, but with all the work I have to do and all the MMOs I have to record and stream, I don't think that, like, I have the willpower to dedicate part of my life long term to that anymore. And that's okay, you know? Different types of players are attracted to different aspects of a game. I feel like I've just kind of become much more of a casual MMO player these days. And there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you guys can relate.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make it. Yeah, all hard work's gonna be worth it. Ooh,